guys, it's Katya. Today I thought I'd tell you another story from my great life in high school. We loved her. When I think about this story, it still makes me so mad. Like, I don't understand how someone could do this. But basically, I'm gonna be telling you a story of how my friends ditched me and went to LA without me. So this was around sophomore year of high school, and I was in this friend group with two other girls. We'll call them Amber and Carter. So me, Amber, and Carter were in a little group, and at the beginning of each school year, your whole class would go do an activity because my school is really small. So they decided that we would all go to the beach and clean it up. Like I said, my school is really small, so if there was a new student, like, everyone would notice. So at the beach, we noticed there was a new girl there. Later, when me, Carter, and Amber were just sitting around, she came up to me and she complimented me on my shirt because we liked the same band and I was wearing a band t-shirt. I was like, oh, she's a nice girl, like, that's cute. We didn't talk more that day, but at school she was in a couple of my classes and I saw her around a lot because, like I said, it was a really small school. So in classes, we'd hang out. At lunch, we'd start sitting together, we'd just talk throughout the day, and we realized that we were into the same things. We both like the same bands. We both wrote a story on this app and published it online. Eventually, I introduced her to Carter and Amber because we had been previously talking about adding girls to our group. So I was like, oh, like, she's nice, like, let's give her a try. By the way, for the story, we'll call her Olivia. So every day, me, Carter, Amber, and Olivia would just hang out. We'd do everything together. We'd even hang out outside of school. We had a new little group. Little did I know that Olivia likes to run her little mouth and talk about people behind their backs. She talked about each one of us behind each other's backs, like to the other person, if that makes sense. So no one knew what was happening. So that was going on all year, but no one knew. And it was kind of like she was trying to pit us against each other, almost by like talking about this girl to another girl and like forcing that girl to be like, yeah, right? Like, don't you see that? Don't you see that? Like, for example, she would go to Amber or Carter and be like, wow, isn't it like crazy how Katya just tries to control you guys and like wants to be the leader of your group so bad? Which, like, that was so not true because I had so many things going on. Like, I had choir rehearsals, a cappella rehearsals, like so many things, musical rehearsals. Like, during lunch and stuff, I would barely sit with them at lunch. Like, how am I trying to control them if I barely see them throughout the day? So the summer before junior year, we decided to take a trip to LA. When I say decided, I mean we planned. We knew where we were gonna meet, what days we were gonna be gone, what we were going to be doing there, whose parents were coming with us because we weren't allowed to go alone, what hotel we were staying at, like whose house to meet at to leave. So it was the day before the trip and we are literally texting in the group chat, like, so excited to go. Like, I'm so excited to be in LA, so excited to do this, so excited to stay here. Like, where are we gonna take pictures? Like, where are we gonna eat? Let's look up restaurants. Like, texting in the group chat, and everyone's replying, yeah, like, that's so fun. Like, yeah, we should go here too. Like everything's normal, right? So, like, why would I think anything of it? Well, it wouldn't be a story time if everything was normal, would it? That day that we were texting how excited we were to go to LA tomorrow, I see a Snapchat of Olivia and Amber in LA. Immediately, I was like, what? Like what? So I text Carter and I'm like, did you see that they're in LA? And she's like, what? And we're both so confused. Literally this morning, they were texting us like, can't wait to leave tomorrow. Like, can't wait. Like, what time should I be at your house? So me and Carter are texting like, why would they do this? Like, what's wrong with them? Like, why wouldn't they tell us? Like, why were they texting in the group chat like hours ago and now they're in LA? So I was obviously closer to Amber because we've been friends longer than me and Olivia. So I texted Amber and I'm like, so, saw you're in LA. Like, why? She's like, oh, what do you mean? Like, Olivia told me that you guys were gonna meet us here later. Like, I didn't know. Like, she told me that we were gonna drive together and then you guys were gonna drive together. And I was like, okay. We were literally texting in the group chat hours before saying we were gonna meet at Carter's house at this time. Like, why would you think that? Like, no, you're lying. Like, I'm sorry, you're lying. She's like, no, really? Like, she said it was an early birthday present to me that we get to go to LA, but then she said you guys would like come meet up with us. And I'm like, you are lying. Like, stop lying. Why are you lying? Then I texted Olivia and I'm like, so are you a psychopath? Or no, I was like, why? Like, what happened? Why are you in LA without us? Why did you leave without us? Because it was her parents that were gonna come with us. So I was like, why are you there? And she's like, oh yeah, it turns out that my parents could only take one person, and since Amber's birthday is coming up, like, I guess I was just gonna take her. And I was like, that's completely fine, but why didn't you tell anyone? Like, me and Carter were gonna like get ready, go pack and everything, like show up to Carter's house, like, and leave to LA, and you're just not gonna be, like, you're not gonna come? Like, why didn't you tell anyone before? Why hours prior were you like, yeah, I'm so excited to go with all of you? Like, no, you're a psychopath. Like, no, that's not a thing that happens in real life. After that trip, there was a divide between me and Carter and Amber and Olivia. Me and Carter were like, what the actual, like, no, your friends don't do that to you. I'm sorry. Over the summer, me and Carter are done with it. We're like, you know, we've been friends with Amber for a really long time. Like, screw Olivia, but we've been friends with Amber for a long time. Like, we need to fix things. So I call her. I call Amber and I'm like, listen, what you did was really wrong. Like you just literally left us. You ditched us and went to LA without us when we all had plans. Like, that's not right. And we've been friends with you way longer than Olivia, and you should have been the one to tell us. Like, I don't expect anything from Olivia. She's new. Like, I don't know her. Like, I expect stuff from you. I've known you for 2 years. And she's basically saying like, yeah, I know, like, the whole situation was weird. Like, she kind of tricked me into going, which I was like, whatever. And then we started talking, and I was like, you know, that's really shady of Olivia to do, just to like plan this thing. Like, there's a lot of shady things that have been happening with her actually. And Amber's like, wait, like, same. Like, has she been talking about other girls to you? And I'm like, yes. Like, what does she say to you? And that's when she tells me that Olivia's trying to convince her that I want to be the leader and take over. She also tells me that Olivia says, oh, it's so funny how she thinks her book's gonna get famous. Like, it's so bad, all this stuff. And mind you, I had 400,000 times as many reads as her, but that's another story. So then I'm telling her, yeah, she said this about you, she said this about you, and she said this about Carter, and we're all talking and we're like, who is this girl? Like, what is happening? After that, we were kind of like, okay, like, she needs to leave, like, she needs to go. So we slowly start like pushing her out of the group. She's already not talking to me and Carter, so Amber stops talking to her, and slowly she realizes that she is not wanted in our group anymore because she's a psychopath. So the beginning of junior year, we're all together, and then Olivia walks in. She has no friends, but who does she become friends with? My high school bully for 4 years. I mean, a match made in heaven, like two psychopaths, like, go for it. Except my bully turned psycho on her too, so I guess karma, right? But yeah, my psycho bully is another story. A 4-part story actually that's coming soon, so be prepared for that. But yeah, basically, my friends suck. But yeah, basically, moral of the story is don't be a psychopath and be nice to your friends. I didn't experience that in high school, but like, I hope you do. So that's the end of this story. I hope you enjoyed my pain once again. More story times to come because I'm full of them, trust me. That was my phone. Leave a like if you liked it and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!